Hey. Our GameStop alert absolutely ripped up over 50%. You guys need to make sure you are locking in that profit. You've made that money. Now make sure you're taking some of that home because there are other trades that we're going to take as the market looks like it's truly heating up so that we can finally make stupid money. So just to recap, we got this thing at the absolute bottom. We scooped it up right here at about 1630. This was an absolutely wonderful pickup at the absolute bottom. This thing is absolutely ripping in after hours, pushing as high as 26 bucks. We wanted to go through the price targets that we can expect going forward. For those of you still holding from continuation, our first target at about 21 bucks, absolutely destroyed. Second target at 25, absolutely destroyed. Again, you're up over 50%. You got to lock in that profit. You got to be smart. You got to take your money when you have it, and you got to go on home with it so that you can trade another day. So, as of right now, things are looking very interesting. We've expanded into a new range for GameStop. Here, I think pushing as high as about 2740, call it 2750 for ease of understanding. And if we dial it back a little bit, we're going to have to go into the daily chart, which doesn't show today. We're going to have to go in the daily chart to take a closer look and figure out exactly where this thing's going to go. We have a lot of upside here for those of you that got in it. I just wanted to recap these price targets so that you guys are making the most out of these trades and making the most money that you can. So we got 2743 mapped out, and I think the next one past that is we're going to retrace these highs that we really struggled with, but it came through quickly. As you can see, we moved from 22 up to about 37 in a moment's notice, which means, is that going to happen again? No, but if we look at this range that we're ripping through right now, the last time we moved here, we moved from 1974 to 47 bucks in a matter of 3 or 4 days, absolutely destroying, making us tons of money. I think that we could realistically see a move similar to what we saw before. I want to go ahead and map this out so that you guys can see it with your own eyes. Go to drawing tool. We've already pushed up as high as about 25, right? That's already done. So where do we go next? That's the question on everyone's mind, and that's the question I'm going to answer for you. So we're already here, right? This matters because we've already taken our profit. You should have at least 50% locked up. You want to make sure you are not letting this sit on the off chance that this does come back down as it did in previous days and retest the low at about 21 bucks. So if we stay above 21, that's probably where I'm going to move my stop up, guaranteeing at the very least 15% profit. I think our next leg up is to test this 27 right here. We might struggle a little bit. If we break through, I think realistically seeing 30 bucks is not out of the picture. I think that's a very likely possibility, and I think it's definitely possible for us. So we want to make sure that we're watching that closely and that we're paying attention, because after we hit that, that's when our real chance at opportunity occurs. I think if we could stay above 31, we could potentially see that next move up, testing as high as about 47 bucks. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But we are well equipped to deliver that result in this trade because we got in early. We can manage our risk and we can maximize our return by simply paying attention. This thing pushed as high as 47 bucks just as recently as August of last year. And as you can see, this is a zone it loves to rip through to the upside and the downside. And that matters because it tells us that the liquidity through these channels is going to be extremely high, which means that we have a ton of opportunity to move up quickly. So we bottomed out against about 19 bucks, and then it ripped to 49, and then it came back down within days, down to 19 and change again, double bottom setup, boom. It pushed as high as 47 bucks within a few weeks. There's so much opportunity here, guys, with the entry that we have. This double bottom setup was beautiful. We added about 1650. You can see our entry right here. I marked it on the chart. This was our entry. It was golden. It was beautiful. It was everything we wanted it to be. And now we are in at the very bottom. We are trading with profits. I want you to make sure you lock those in. Earnings were great. On the daily, RSI turned up. It just pushed almost over. Nope, it's over 50 now. And if we can retest these highs on RSI to 66 plus on the daily, I think that could put us easily as high as 34 bucks. So you want to keep this on the top of your watch list. We got a great entry. This is a phenomenal opportunity. We're going to make a ton of money on this trade. We absolutely crushed it. I hope you guys got in on it. If you didn't, don't worry. There will be another one. Join the Discord below. The link scrolling across the bottom. We're putting these out day in, day out. I wanted to come in here, run through this chart, make sure you guys had everything you need so that you knew exactly what to do. If you're non-premium, definitely check it out. The trading education alone is worth it. Want to teach you the discipline and the psychology you need to actually do this the right way. Because at the end of the day, so many people got destroyed on this trade and we didn't. Why? Because we had a smart entry, we had our thesis, and we had a plan that we followed. We executed and got an incredible entry. Double bottom setup right here was perfect. right? We got our setup, which is what matters first. Now that we've got our entry, we need to take our profit, scale up slowly. Again, we're up about 50% plus. You need to lock some in. We're going to go back to the hourly. Just keep a close eye on that. It's holding up above 25. I'd love to see this push to 27 plus and break above that 27.43. I think that's kind of our next range to follow. That's going to make sense for us. That's going to make us some more money. And as it pushes and pushes and pushes, we are going to see hopefully something glorious with retesting 40 plus on the weekly. If we get into that range of 40 plus, this is where it really starts to get fun. When we hit above this bottom range right here, right? So I'm going to make this line a little different so you can pay attention. When we get above this area right here, that's when our opportunity really opens up to see realistically $57. Now, again, this is all ifs and buts. You need to make sure that you're following this closely. Watch each price level. We just want to see it slowly climb. But as you know, in the past, GameStop has a tendency to not just climb, but absolutely rip and run with that move up to 86.20 from 1077 back when it was running during COVID. We are only expecting, in my opinion, a move similar to what we saw in 2022, which is a more normal market for this stock. I think it's going to move more than likely from 23 up to 50. Is 50 possible? Absolutely. But here are your simple horizontal lines to put on your chart to watch. When it gets above each line, call that support and trade to the next resistance. And then it climbs one more. And then it trades to the next resistance. It climbs one more and it trades the next resistance. If you trade that way, you will not ever lose. Why? Because you've gotten an excellent entry on this double bottom setup, which we did. You're constantly managing profits and risk by as each level climbs up, you're slowly scaling out and taking more profit. And you are simply playing with house money, which is the best thing in the world. You guys need to follow these price levels. You need to follow this trade. If you're not in it, you will get the next one. Do not worry. If you are in it, congratulations, my friends, because you made a stupid amount of money in a 2 or 3 day trade that hopefully will net you at least a couple $100. So that's my goal. Basically, you guys pay your car payment, your mortgage payment every month, cover the cost with your trading, make your life a little easier, make things a little more fun, make a little more money, change your life. I love y'all. I just wanted to recap this. Stay blessed now.